Apart from like, arm wrestling dudes at a bar, for like, I don't know, $2 or something, I've never really done it professionally.
What began as a group of friends training at a void deck in Yishun has evolved into a community of professional arm wrestlers, including some of the world's best. We sat down with Valen, Singapore's top arm wrestler, and Kelly, an actress and TikTok personality, to ask them about everything related to arm wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at Mavericks, make some noise. This is UFC!
So how long has the arm wrestling competition been around in Singapore?
The first ever arm wrestling competition, like national championships, was in 2021. However, before that, there was unofficial competition. So I would say about 3-4 years it has been official, and non-official about 10 years.
What would you advise, I guess, newcomers who are interested in the sport on how to train for an arm wrestling competition?
So for arm wrestling, a lot of people have the misconception that you just have to go to the pad, go sideways to the pad. You actually want to pull towards yourself so that you have more leverage and gain more position, and that's where you pin the weight. How to train for arm wrestling competition, right? We have to do specific training for arm wrestling. A lot of it is in the hand and wrist. So if someone has a very strong hand and wrist, he or she has the advantage on the arm wrestling table.
Besides the technique, is there any other misconceptions that people tend to think about when they look at arm wrestling?
Firstly, they think it's a male-dominated sport. Right? If you look at cultures in Eastern Europe, Russians, Georgians, the Kazakhs, it's very big there. So a lot of females, and they start at 5 years old. So guys and girls, both genders, also compete in arm wrestling. Second misconception is that if you are super muscular, right, that you will do very well in arm wrestling. Let's say a light arm wrestler, 55 kilo, can actually beat most non-arm wrestlers even if they're 100 kilos muscular because of specific strength and technique.
Was there something interesting that you observed training for this compared to martial arts?
I noticed similarities, that there are a lot of technicalities similar to that of martial arts or hand-to-hand combat and everything.
One of the most obvious things we notice in this competition is that you're the only female competitor. What do you hope to see in the future of arm wrestling to make it more inclusive for women?
I guess get more women interested in it. It was just a random thing that I'm part of this. And yeah, now that you mention it, I realized I'm the only non-dude here.
Is there something you think the Singapore Arm Wrestling Federation can do to make it a bit more approachable for female?
Letting them know that it's not just muscle to muscle, strength to strength kind of thing. There is technicalities to it. There is some degree of skill. And it's just not just man to man, muscle to muscle, and just brute force. There's an art to it.
It's safe to say that in arm wrestling, size doesn't necessarily equal strength. So, next time a big guy approaches you looking for a fight, consider challenging him to an arm wrestling match instead.
Coconuts TV.